Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see a team looking for its first win, the Groupers, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Georgia likely to kick it deep to get things started. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. The Groupers offense will have the football first. And David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others. That they got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around him.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
On the option. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Goes to the option. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. And the Groupers will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Just about took that one all the way to the house. They finally get him down after a tremendous return. So Georgia's offense has the ball for the first time. And they are led up front by a powerful offensive line that opens up an array of possibilities, Jesse.
No question it's the identity of this offense. Multiple players up front that are going to play in the National Football League. This unit is going to be up for the Joe Moore Award at the end of the year for the outstanding O-line, David. They are going to try and establish the line of scrimmage with their physicality.
Man, it's a tremendous challenge with this defensive line because you know that. Like, you've got to be aggressive. You've got to be physical. I've got to take away their ability to run the football first. This unit's nasty. They're dirty. I love them.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Right back to the well. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the second level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
He's looking to throw. That's got it. Touchdown, Georgia! And they have the first points of the game. Offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. It takes advantage of great field position.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this. Assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
He needed that extra space as he bangs his way to the 14.
And that's what I love about the QB run game in this offense is it just keeps these defenses off balance. We're going to see a lot of running backs doing their work between the tackles in this game as well. But you see how mixing in the quarterback run too, it just keeps this defense so confused.
They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Oh, they're after him. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. There is little that warms the heart of a defender like a strip sack. Even better if you get the ball.
And I like the awareness of this defender on the play because he knew he might not actually get to the quarterback and make the hit, but he was able to still swat away, use those long arms to create the turnover.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back. And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Quarterback may change this route. Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. He wants it all. Touchdown, Dogs! Fired in from the red zone for the score. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. He'll start the return inside his 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Man, it's nice having a QB that is going to hang in there. You could tell, hanging in there, he knows he's going to get hit, right? If I'm going to get hit, I might as well make a completion. Great job hanging in there, throwing the football on target and getting the completion.
He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. The groupers will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. Fair catch just inside the 40. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. The offense changing the play. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Grabbed in the middle. It's late. And they pick up just a few on that completion. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Finds the tight end. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
From the 33, it's 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and short. The give to the back. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
And on 2nd down, a lot of times, I don't know why, you just, as a defense, you go pass. You think passing situations, passing downs. Really good job by the offense, committing to the run game, not abandoning it, not getting yourself in a 3rd down situation where you had to throw the football.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10. Pulls it and fires to the left. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. These two have spent plenty of time together. That was almost telepathic, David.
No doubt, and quarterbacks and wide receivers throw all off-season to get on the same page. You can see he hits him in stride. That's why he gets the touchdown.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And now the offense will come onto the field again. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. They'll run this play from the pistol. Now on the option. They shut him down immediately. They tried to pop the fullback loose and no running room there. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. The run to the right. Finding an escape route. There he goes. Tackled there by the defense.
And I love this because you got 2nd and really, really long. And what's the idea of the offensive coordinator? Get 3rd and manageable. Nice job getting the run. Not only a positive run, shoot, you almost got the 1st down. Now you're set up for good success on 3rd down.
And the groupers will snap it on 1st and 10.
Yeah, a nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, and they picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
The groupers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Rides the back on the option, the give. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 37. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And a short gain on this run, and that'll bring us to the end of the 1st. We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the 1st quarter as we take a look at the stats. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Just when they're looking run, now up top. Under fire. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
This is not going to get any easier. You're already down. You know it's passing situation, and you got to protect your quarterback, and they can't do it. This has not been a great day early for this offense.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. And the groupers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. They'll run the option. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1. The groupers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Tight end now in motion. They'll run play action. Pressure coming. Got rid of it just in time.
And I like the job by this defense. Seeing the play action, reading it, reacting to run. Then you got to convert to a pass rush. They do a really good job of it. Get to the quarterback and hit him as he's throwing the football.
On third down, he drops the throw. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
What a great job by this defense, setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they built a lead.
They booted away on fourth down. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they'll try to make it 4 for 4. Give to the running back. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Well, it just seems as if that ISO play just never really had a chance to develop.
Yeah, but if I'm that running back, good Lord, I'm looking for something. There wasn't any space on the inside, so he tried to bounce it outside and try to make a hole, but sometimes you just run that thing downhill, lower your shoulder, and try to get a yard or two, and you bounce it outside, you get a loss, and put your offense in a worse situation.
And the running game has gone in the wrong direction. The offense tries to turn it around and go forward on third down. Takes the handoff. It's late. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Now on fourth down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the tight end. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has his offense on the move.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on it.
There he goes. At the 20. Touchdown, Georgia. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And this crowd was already jacked up. They were already excited. They were already making a difference in this football game, and the offense continues to pile on and give them something to cheer about. 27-0 here in the first half. This has been all home team.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. This quarterback has had a less than stellar game. They just haven't found any rhythm whatsoever in the passing game. It has cost them on the scoreboard. They'll have to come from behind and then love to get something going here. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Let's see what they've got on second down. They'll give it to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on third and long from the 26. Trying play action. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
The kick is on its way. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
This QB has had a lot of success all day long, throwing for so many touchdowns, looking very comfortable. Finally, the defense gets to him. Finally, the defense gets a win. They needed something to go their way. Got to start getting some more hits on this guy.
Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down.
Nice patience by the quarterback here, working against zone coverage. He was allowing...
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. It's a 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's got it. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the 1st down.
He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. The give to the tailback. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. This offense has put on a display in the 1st half, and they have a chance to tack another one on before the break. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be keying him too, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be finding a way to try to get some penetration, anticipating this guy to touch it again.
They'll run it here on 3rd and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Dogs!
And how about this offensive line? 3rd and goal, you gotta have it. They flew off of the ball. They got some push. They made that easy on the running back to score that touchdown.
And they tack on the extra point for a 35-0 lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. And this less than stellar performance is something you just can't afford when you have a veteran signal caller. They thought they'd be able to lean on their passing game, but so far it has been a complete struggle. Turnover didn't help either. They've got to take care of the football. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. The give on the option. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. And the groupers want to move quickly. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Got it in the middle. It's Sheffield. We've got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now on 1st down from the 28. Rides to back and leads it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the 1st down here. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is.
Holding.
So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. The groupers decide to punt it away. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it. So, Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarter.
Turning it on! Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the 1st down. They'll immediately call timeout.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
Out of the backfield, he's open. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. New set of downs after the completion. Looking downfield on first down. They get to him as he throws. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
That's what this defense has to do, guys. They've got to knock this quarterback down to the ground. He's already thrown a couple of TDs. The only way you're going to stop that is with good quarterback pressure.
This time it's complete. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. One more snap coming before halftime. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Working the middle. They'll mark him down right there, but it is a big play, and they'll move the chains. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Here's 1st and goal, and they could go to the locker room with a huge cushion. They want to throw it. Snagged out of the air. Touchdown, Bulldogs! The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone.
And I love this offense, man. Staying aggressive. Just because you got the lead, you know people can score points in bunches. This offense keeps the foot on the accelerator, scores again on the final play. Now this offense has even more of a cushion going into halftime.
We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Athens. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Dooley Field inside Sanford Stadium.
Don't you know, bump it up. You got to bump it up. Don't you know, bump it up. You got to bump it up.
And the Groupers will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. They'll open the second half on the ground. Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Finds us back in the middle. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Pulls and throws off the RPO.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
On second down defensively, I'm always like, hey, let's get to 3rd down. Really good job by the offense. It's like, nah, we're going to stick this run right down your throat, get the first down on second down. We don't need
Oh, he's got some space. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. George Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. He's got the back in the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter they come out and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Looking to pass inside the red zone. Good timing on the quick out. Touchdown, Georgia! And they take it in for 6 more points.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And the offense takes the field, ready to go back to work. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. A quick pass to the left. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And now on second down for this offense. Looking for a gap. It's Craig. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. The groupers will send out the punt unit. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play, just outside the 20. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time and took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Wants to fire on second down. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. He's got him. Good, solid tackle. The Bulldogs come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. On third and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense to kind of create some confusion, speed up that process any way you can.
Quick spin on the line. Continues to fight for yards. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
Right away after picking up the first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back, and I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Now, that was a blitz from the middle linebacker. That's one the offensive line should have picked up, regardless of what the pass protection was. Sliding or going base man-to-man or fanning out, you generally always account for the middle linebacker. There's no reason to let him run cleanly.
Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter, but when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out, and that's exactly what they're doing now.
Stop is made almost immediately. Give him 1 to the 23.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those.
Got enough space, and he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Dogs! Ready to try the point after. That running back just had a caravan of blockers to take him into the end zone.
There's not very many times at home, Reese, where I'm going to say that everybody watching on their couch could have scored on that play. This is one of them.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Offense making its way under the field to start the drive. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5. Tough way to start this drive. Now they'll try to fix it on 2nd and 15. Takes the handoff. It's Craig. Found some space and crosses the 10 out to the 11. It's a pickup of 6. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Running back searching for a hole. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And the Groupers will punt this one away. So from the shadow of his goal post, he gets the punt away. Now a fair catch is called for and made just shy of midfield. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. They'll go to the ground. Find some fresh air. He's knocked out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 44.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
And obviously this offense has had their way, getting the huge lead, and now when you know it's a running situation later in the ball games, you're still getting pounded. This defense has to step up at some point and be a lot more physical.
D coordinators down the road will have to play this offense.
Touchdown Bulldogs! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing the tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. And this one will be stopped for no gain. I think at this point you might as well try to throw the ball down the field because this dog defense is not giving an inch.
They don't give an inch. They hunt the whole entire game, and they're all highly recruited kids. They're all talented. They're all going to get drafted, but they play for each other. They play with fight. They play with aggression, and that's why you always see them near the top of the defenses in all of college football.
To the air, it's Wicks. Bringing the heat. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. The Groupers will call on their punt team. They'll look to pin them deep. He'll make the fair catch at the 44, and they'll have terrific field position. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing. Of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game, running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
The Dogs, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Looking for room. It's Slay. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Quick completion to the right. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia! They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
On the move from inside his 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. We'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Just a pickup of a couple out to the 15-yard line.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. And the Groupers will bring the punt team onto the field. No fair catches here, looking for room. He couldn't find much running room there, didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
Really nice awareness by that guy, too, because it looked as though his momentum might carry him out of bounds, might stop the clock, but he knew to get down. He was fighting to make sure he fell down in the field to play, and as a result, the clock keeps ticking.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, you see the defense make a big play there in the RPO, and they're doing it because they're starting to load the box. If you're the play caller offensively, you might want to think about
breaks into the open. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
I think one of the biggest reasons why the scoreboard looks the way it does is this offense has been dominant on 3rd down. They have found a way to stay on the field. They do it again here late, running the ball on 3rd.
Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. They'll try the run. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20. Wants to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab on the left. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And with that touchdown, man, you're getting excited. As a fan base, you're about to go to 3-0. Like, a lot of things could go wrong to start a season. Everything gone right. That's a great sign for this squad. They got it rolling. Can they keep that momentum, keep climbing up the rankings, and who knows what happens at the end of the year.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. On the run, it's Craig. And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him. From the gun, the ground game. There he goes. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27. Solid run on the last play. Sets this offense up on 1st down. Might as well give it to him again. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game...
He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. It'll be 3rd and long. Leaves it with the back. At the 35, he's got room. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a 1st down. The groupers pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Off play action on 1st down. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you can tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now...
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On the option. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. And the groupers line up to punt it away. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today, too, David. They had a really good...
Turning it on! And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. What can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation, and they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet, and that's really what we saw in this game today, but opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
On the run from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. His drive will open from the 15. Gives it on the option. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Looking to throw, it's Wicks. Rushes on him. And the sack all the way back at the 5. Defense gets the timeout called. 20 seconds left on the clock. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Takes a hit as he fires.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
He'll make the fair catch at the 44, and they'll have terrific field position. Get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. He'll loft one deep down the left side. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Gonna swing it on 2nd down. He'll take another shot here. He's got it on the left. They're able to make the stop, but a little extra icing on this winning cake in this one. This one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you. Put up a bunch of points and win by a lot of points.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.